didn't really have anything specific that was sort of on my mind today. Honestly, I was enjoying listening to the silence because most of my class periods I had today were very talkative. My classes are currently working on a project, and it's a 3-day project. We just finished day 2. It's a major grade due tomorrow, so I'm giving them 3 days of class to work on it. And it's like, it can be hard for kids to have independent work time. They know what the expectations are. I've projected the directions. We've been focusing on like a different set of the requirements each day, so I can kind of keep them paced and finish the assignment on time. But even with all of that in place, it's become apparent that a lot of kids, they don't know how to multitask. Like, I think it's unrealistic to expect a classroom to be perfectly silent every day. That's not realistic. That's not real life. That's not even like future classes. Like, everything is supposed to be like, there's a big push in education for collaborative working together, discussing things. So I'm not really sure how you do that. How you do that if it's supposed to be silent. But some of the old school, I'll call them, teachers, that's how they've always done things. And like, whatever, like, that's fine. But I actually don't mind if students can talk, preferably about whatever it is they're working on. But even if it's just like an unrelated conversation, and if they can work at the same time, like, that's a life skill. That's what I tell them. It's multitasking. And so a lot of kids, they can't do that. They just want to sit and talk. And I have to frequently like come back and be like, hey, how's your project coming along? Did you finish this step? Where are we? Can I see your document? And more often than not, I'm asking them on purpose because I know for a fact they haven't done anything. And so, I don't know. Like, there's a fine line, and I know that's a skill that needs to be learned. But it just seems the last few years that's harder for kids to learn multitasking. I try to compare it. I'm like, it's the same thing if you are playing a video game and having a conversation with somebody at the same time. Like, you're multitasking. It's the same thing, same idea. But for some reason, this skill isn't transferable. And even though I'm trying to encourage it, some kids, they just don't. And so then I start wondering, is this them not understanding or knowing how to multitask effectively yet? Or is this just being empathetic, or sorry, I used the wrong word, apathetic toward, whatever the assignment is, or school in general, or whatever, and you just want to talk to your friend? I don't know. I mean, I can only do so much. I can only model so many times. I can only remind them so many times. Ultimately, like, it's going to be up to them. Like, I've provided days in class to work on something. I've given examples. I've gone over the directions. I talk about it every day. So I just know tomorrow when I tell my classes yet again, hey y'all, the day the project is due, I'm going to hear several, what? You didn't tell us that? I didn't know it was due today. I thought it was next week. And I'm just like, on the document, on, Canvas, on the directions, on the agenda that's projected literally every day. I say it multiple times a period. They just don't listen. So it can be kind of frustrating to repeat yourself over and over and over again throughout the course of an entire day. And so that's why sometimes I don't make a video, because I'm sitting in my car and it's silent. I just need some time to sort of decompress, to get my mind right before I pick up my personal children, or before I, run the errands I'm supposed to be doing. So today was one of those days. Like, it was a lot over the course of the day. A lot of saying the same things, a lot of answering the same questions, a lot of like pointing the same things out. And sometimes it's just to the same kid more than once in the same period. And so being patient can be challenging. I try to be patient all day as often as I can. I think today I was successful in that. But I don't know. Regardless of what your job is, if you had to tell the same person over and over the exact same thing, promise you, it would get annoying. So now multiply that by 25 people over the course of 45-minute blocks, and it's just a lot. It's a lot. So I'm going to go back to my silence.